Hello everyone, it's Sylvan Bell coming to you live from Poipu, Kauai. It is April 22nd, 2015. I want to share something with you. Now, I do get a chance to train a lot of salespeople in a lot of different industries and a lot of different services. And sometimes, during the process, if I'm training a group, I'll call somebody up in front of the room and they'll role play and they'll explain what's going on and they'll show their process. And one of the most picky groups of people, and the people who are like the most picky to deal with and the most difficult to deal with, are those who are struggling the most. And the reason why they do that is they want to take the heat off of what's going on and why they're not selling. So, you got somebody who comes up in front of the room, they give their presentation, they explain what's going on, everybody gives their feedback, everybody's like, here's what I liked, here's what my concerns are, and it's the person who isn't doing anything who has like the most difficult time, or gives the salesperson the most difficult time about what they did in their performance and what they could have done better. And then, usually through talking and figuring out, that person really wants to pull all the heat off of them. So the reason why I'm telling you this is, like, sometimes as a salesperson you get critiqued from other salespeople, and sometimes those people who are critiquing are pulling all of the hey, let's look at this guy off of them. So it's easy for them to point at you and go, oh my goodness, you're not doing this right, you're not doing that right, you're not doing this right, you're not doing that right. And then you walk away and you're like, what in the heck? I'm doing pretty good, but that guy just totally said I got everything going wrong. And I've seen this in more than one industry. This isn't like specific to one industry or one group of people. You just got to know, sometimes when people are critiquing you, it's like they see their own weaknesses in your presentation in themselves, so they feel like they have to be the one that points it out. And since you're the one in the front of the room and they're the one that's getting to sit in a chair and they're the one that's like nitpick what's going on, they're gonna nitpick everything you got going on. So be careful when you're taking, like, when somebody's giving you advice and they're like, hey, you know what? If you're taking the ball and you twist a little bit, you can throw it further. But when people are just nitpicking to nitpick, be careful with that, because it usually leads to more self-sabotage. It usually leads to you changing a process that you thought was working or is working, and then it creates some confusion. Now, here's the difference. Let's say that I'm coaching you and I say, here's what you need to do. That's completely different, because I'm watching out for your best interest and I've seen the sales process before. What I'm specifically talking about is when you have another salesperson who's like getting in there and meddling around and rooting around and stuff, and then all the next thing you know, you've made a bunch of changes, you're not making sales. So be careful with that. Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right or to the left, there is a subscribe button. Subscribe, then send it out to all your friends via Stumble.